Okay, this is sort of like a piece of wisdom, I guess. You could take or leave. Um, is that I learned I learned everything that I needed to learn wasn't in a book or there's I mean I love learning things and I hated school, but I love learning. Not all of it, but I hated having to sit and listen to someone that, like, when it was a topic I wasn't passionate about. It was like it was really hard for me to stay focused. And I'm still that type, even after doing meditation. Like, I'm very easily distracted. And that's a weak point. So, but these are things that I learned from observing myself and observing the world around me. So there's two people that are standing out to me in my mind, and I'm sure they're two of many. There's another person who's coming to mind as I'm speaking this, that they were people that I observed, and they were very at peace. They were like Zen state. Like, one ironically was this picture of this chick who was running a marathon, and she had sunglasses on, and she had this cool like she was like Asian looking, and she kind of had like a little bit of a fro. I don't know. She had interesting hair. I remember that, and she had like this little like half smile on her face at like the end of the. I think she was like, she might have been the winner, because it was a picture, so there was something attached to the image. And she couldn't have been bothered. It looked like it was like a walk in the park for her. And I just remember that stood out to me so hard, because it was like, she's in control. Like, that's the point. That was like what I took from that is like, she was like, I'm not gonna, this is easy. She like mentally got to that space, got to that place. And there was another girl when I very, very, very soon after I had my like initial awakening, that was this chick, just a random chick in the grocery store. And we had a very short conversation, and I remember telling her how incredibly patient she was, and she had that very Zen demeanor about her. And I remember her even saying that back to me, and she was just very like, see, more people are coming to me as I'm speaking this. So it's like there were people that I have encountered that I observe them, and they're the way that they move about the world, but it wasn't because they were popular or because they were, like, famous, or it wasn't anything like that, but they were like to me here, they were spiritual heroes, I guess. They were like spiritual savages. So, and like conquering them, like, because to me that's the point that you get to. At some point you realize it's self-actualization, it's self-mastery, it's knowing thyself, it's intimacy, it's all of these things. And then you start to just become more able to just stay within your own energy and not worry as much about what's going on around you. But it's like you have to, so you're kind of, I'm sure it's different for different people, like what you pick up, but it's so interesting because it's not, and I know this is every day, all with my kids. So it's like I'm always in a training. There's always a training. There's always a training. Teddy. Hey, take it down or it's out. Teddy, take it down or it's outside. Yes, ma'am. Okay. I'm always in a training ground, but you once you want to become that peace, you also want to you start to recognize you have to protect it, and you want to cultivate it. Sort of like tending to your own garden. And you don't like, once you're wanting peace, you don't want to be pulled out of your seat all the time. Like, it's just, it all starts to go together. But it's interesting because I have to keep letting my mind go of thinking that I have to I'm supposed to be doing more than what I'm doing, or that my reality is supposed to be something different than what it currently is. And to me, the point of this is that your higher it's what your higher self breadcrumb, what your higher self dropped into your reality. So like for me, I like observing. I'm not really a big people. I don't like go places and just want to people watch. I'm not like that, but I like to be detached from a situation and observe and learn. I like that style of learning. So that works really, those things that were dropped into my reality stuck but with me. And so those were really big learning points for me. And it wasn't something that I read in a book. It wasn't something that a teacher taught me. It wasn't anything that the system tried to impose on you. Reading is, that could be the one for you. If you're like a visual, I guess I would be a visual learner in that way. But like, if you're that type where you know, you'll know, because it's just like you'll have found these special books or something that really that you just attained all this knowledge from, but it wasn't something that someone forced on you. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's all these moments that you see that it's like, it's always this self journey where it's like, you just can't pull people along with you. We just have to keep accepting that people are where they are and loving them where they are and praying that they choose their healing, or if not this life, then the next one, because it's like, it's not my job. It's never my job to awaken somebody. Or tell them, okay, thank you. I'm going to end it here. Or tell them how they're supposed to do it, because I think that we're all truly intrinsically motivated. It's just that if you haven't gotten to that place, you're not at that place, then you're just picking up things from the people around you. But I think truly we're motivated within, and there's that desire for sovereignty. There's that desire for independence. And so it's like, it has to be kind of your way, because then, you cherish it more. It's like, it's more, and you cherish it more, and it also becomes a learning point for you to help others. That's not something that was imposed on them by the system. So, yeah, I hope that helps somebody.